Hey everyone, welcome back to Jardev. So I finished up Pumpkin Jack, finally. Thanks very much to Sean Heatherly for making sure I actually finished it up, because I probably wasn't going to otherwise. I was stuck in another game. But this is my watch has ended on Pumpkin Jack. It's just a short video I do once I finish a game I've done a first impressions for. So for Pumpkin Jack, I actually streamed the first half on Twitch. I think I probably streamed it for about 2.5 hours, and I got through the first 3 levels. Today I just finished up the final 3 levels, so there were only 6 levels, and that took, according to Steam, 2.1 hours. So all in all, just under 5 hours of playtime for me, basically. But I very much did not 100% it. In each level there is a golden gramophone you can find, so there's one of those in every level. I found 2 out of 6. Every level also has 20 collectible bird skulls. That's your currency for unlocking skins in the game. And I think probably on average I got like 13 to 15 per level. I know the first one I got like 11. I think in the last one I actually did pretty good and got like 15, 16. So there's definitely some replayability. If I ever wanted to go back and actually 100% it, I could go through from the start, find all 20 skulls in every level, and find all 6 gramophones as well. So something really cool about the game is that it actually keeps your unlocks if you go backwards through levels. So at the end of each level you unlock a new weapon for your character, and my favorite one you got at the end of the 5th level, so you only got to use it in the 6th level. But actually if you go into that save file, which is just your save file, and you go to the 1st level for instance, you'll have that really powerful weapon, which is awesome. I love that. So basically if I wanted to go through and 100% the game, I can hop back into each of the levels I've already done. It'll already have all my progress in there, so like the 1st level I can hop in, it'll already have 11 skulls found. And I can use whatever skins I've unlocked, I can use all the weapons I've unlocked. That's really, really cool. Big fan of that. In terms of difficulty, I was a big fan of it. I'm not particularly good at a lot of games, and I managed to get through this like pretty decently. I didn't have to retry a ton of things. Everything felt pretty fair. The final boss was really, really difficult actually, like especially compared to the rest of the game. I think throughout the rest of the game I only had to retry bosses twice, maybe 3 times at most, like if I fucked up right at the start of a boss. But the final boss took me quite a few tries. I wouldn't say it was unfair, but it definitely felt like a little bit of a step up from the rest of the game. But it was also the final boss of the game, so I think it's fine. And the game was also really forgiving with jumping puzzles and stuff. It always gave a lot of checkpoints before you had to do quite tricky things. Each level was very creative as well. Every level had a little mini puzzle where you had to take your pumpkin head off your body and just control the pumpkin head. And so every level had a unique pumpkin head puzzle in it. Some were really good, there were a couple that were very frustrating. And they were repeated, I believe they're just repeated once per level. So the good ones are good. But the one in the last level I found very frustrating and not fun, unfortunately, but most of them were solid. I would have liked to see some more graphics options. I know the game has chromatic aberration on by default, which I think looks horrible. I don't know why anybody would ever voluntarily want that on. If you don't know, chromatic aberration is at the edges of your screen. I don't even know how to describe it. It'll make things look terrible. It'll like ghost some images on the edge of your screen. And I honestly have no idea what the effect is for, but I hate that effect, and it's very noticeable in Pumpkin Jack. So I would have loved a graphics option to be able to turn that off. Maybe it's in the INI files, I didn't look. But yeah, just disappointed that there weren't graphics options for that. Having said that, the game is almost entirely done by one man, so you can't really fault it. It is an extremely solid game. Probably one of the best games I've played this year, and it's just done by one man. So that's a real achievement, I think. It's also got an excellent soundtrack that is on Spotify if you're interested. I'm sure it's on other streaming services too. I think you can buy it on Steam if you want, but great that it's on Spotify too. So overall, really, really liked Pumpkin Jack. I don't think I'm going to go back and 100% it right now, because I have a lot of like really long games that I'm playing right now. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, 30 hours in so far. Still got quite a ways to go. But I'll definitely keep Pumpkin Jack in mind for the future for me to go back to 100% one day, because it was very, very fun. Alright, there you go. Those were my final thoughts on Pumpkin Jack. Thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!